There it is. Oh, yikes. There it is. I think this should be working a lot better now. Huh. Looks like everything is live. I just need to figure it out myself. There it is. In all its glory. Oh, so much better, right? I was starting to get really upset. But now it should be okay. Everything is back to where it started. And I can go and push this in again because I don't need it. Now, I'm gonna work on this big piece here. This big propeller, kinda. And it's really big and it's freaking heavy and it moves so much air you would not believe it. What did that drop down? Yeah. And it's out of balance and it's nothing is really good about this piece. But it's big and it's weird. That's fine. Welcome in everybody. So now we're going to start this out, see if that's going to work, and try our best not to get hurt. Right, look at that. Probably need to zoom out a little bit for this. Like that. Now chances are that I'm going to get in trouble doing this. And so I'm going to put on my trusty. Hello, Jip. Why? Well, why do you think I'm going to get in trouble? Look at that. This is why there's a high possibility of me getting in trouble. So yes, that is the plan. That's what I'm going to do. Or you're asking why I will do this? This is for my my sister asked me to. It's a piece of timber her husband found out in the woods, and it's been at their place for a long time now, and she wants something made out of it. It's going to be a bowl, a serving tray or something. We're gonna try the best to see if we can do that without, like I said, getting into much trouble. it's going to be a ball of some kind. I don't know how high I want the sides to go up. That's something I can figure out down the road. I think I should take out some more of the back side here. This is one of the benefits of having two banjos. Let's take you on the other side, because will probably be better, right? Yeah, that will do. So right now my bag is up towards the chat, so I cannot see if anybody's typing, but I will check once in a while, don't worry. But the air this piece is moving, it is ridiculous. So yes, big ball or serving tray for my sister. This is the wedge that they cut out of the tree when they fell it. Normally it's just left on the ground either for people to come and pick up, use for firewood or something like that. But he picked it up and took it back home because he thought it was cool, and it's just been sitting in the living room for many years now. I don't understand why he did it. For me that would just be something I would leave or burn. But for some reason he felt something towards that piece, so he wanted to keep it. So that's what we're doing. I'm just going to move that away a little bit because I'm not going to need that right now. I mean, the weird part is I can't, there's no room for me to work here. And I shouldn't have turned it around when I did, but it's just a lot more safer. It's going to be a little bit of a long process. Well, it's only going, believe it or not, 350 RPMs, so it's not really that fast. It just looks fast. But yes, one of them jobs that, you know, just gonna have to take my time with it. Hello Big Macs, welcome in dude. I'm gonna make a bowl out of it, like a serving tray. So go to the other view here, so it's a lot better. Now I'm gonna make a tray in this shape, something like this, right? And see how that's gonna go out. And yeah, if you want to join for the journey, settle in, because there's going to be at least a couple of hours before this is done. And a big spoon, yeah, you could use it as a big spoon. That would be all right. I need to do something to settle my nerves a little bit. So just give me a sec. And I'm not smoking weed, that's not what I mean. I'm just going to get my vape pen. Because I was foolish enough to leave it just outside the workshop. And a little lid here for my soda. Right, because that's not gonna get that into the chemistry cabinet with that. And let's go again. Now everything has to be really tight when I try this. Do you sell these? No, this is for my sister actually. She asked me to make it. And yes, I have turned off all donations through YouTube. But if anybody wants to make a donation, there is a link in the description, in the about section. Big Macs, if you can find that and link it, every now and again, that would be great. Because I haven't had the bot set up for it yet. It's been working a long time just to get the stream set up back to in order. As I've moved the setup here in the background, this is all new. Evening, what's on agenda today? Hello Scrubbish. This is a big ball. And you can see my t-shirt, how that's moving. And that's not because of that's just a piece that is moving. Ouch! Ow! Ah, right in the nibble. The wood shavings. Coming off here is hitting me kind of hard. That really hurt, actually. That hurt my nibble. Yeah, I turned my lathe into a fan. Ow. Ow, anything machine gun throwing, ouch! Projectiles at my nibbles. That's really bad. What do you think of my new setup, Scrubbish? Huh? Look at that. Looks great, doesn't it? So we're going to turn a lot of air here. I mean, turning air means that I need a leather vest, yeah. Could probably do. On apron. But nobody has given me an apron yet. So. Ouch. I don't think I can go much faster, to be honest. And the weird part is, if I'm looking at my tool when I'm turning right now, I'm not going to be able to see my progression. But if I look at the shadow up at the top, I can see everything much better. Okay, let me just move that camera a little bit, because that would be, I think it would be better if it's a little further away, like this. I think that would be better. I think that's a better view, isn't it? Yeah, that's better. That's it. You should have seen the big willow I did. That was a lot bigger. A lot hefty as well. This doesn't weigh that much really. So it's not too bad. I'm just trying to take it step by step and shape it into the shape I want. Yes, I did that. I did that yesterday, well, actually the last couple of days. And yeah. So yeah, a little frame around the dust extractor made out of rosewood. Not dust extractor, the ventilation unit. Now try doing this with a carbide, and I'm pretty sure your carbide will get destroyed. Because of all the pounding. How did I get into doing this? Well, this is actually quite a long story, but I'm willing to share that in just a moment. Make a cricket bat, you can sell it for £600. Okay. A. Olsen. My grandfather actually gave me my first lathe about 9 years ago. 8 or 9 years ago. And that's how it started, really. And I just kept at it for a couple of months, and I was so bad and nothing worked properly, and I decided to put it to the side for a couple of months at least. And then I kept watching the YouTube videos. You know the YouTube videos, right? All the satisfying woodturning stuff. And I thought to myself, well, this is really satisfying to watch, and I really want to be able to do that. So I started watching tutorials and trying to mimic what other people did, how to do it, and that I learned quite a bit from that. I like turtles. What's up? How you doing? Shoo. Oh, you're trying to build a storage unit there. That's nice. Yeah, a lot of things in my stream's not working properly at the moment. I used to have been able to see what people in other streams are saying at the all the time, but my bot's not working properly right now, and I don't know why, and I need to try to figure that out. High frequency humming. It could be either the lathe itself, because that's something, and also I'm wearing a respirator. There's a little bit of noise coming from that as well, and that's a safety thing, and I cannot do anything about it. I'm not going to take it off just to please the crowd. I'm not going to risk my safety. Yeah, well, there's a frequency converter in it, so that's probably why. Ow! That hurt my finger. The shavings are coming off on this. Really hurts. So let's see. Not sure I'm going to make it as tall as it were, because then again, when I turn the last bit of it, it will probably flex too much out here and I cannot turn it, so it needs to be a little bit hefty as well, and I don't like it to be too hefty. The problem is there's not a lot of contact from a tool to the timber, which means making a really good cut is a lot more difficult because I cannot get an even feel through it. You can hear some of the shavings hitting the visor. I wouldn't want that to hit my bones. No, that's true. Put your arm under it. Nah. That would be bad. Right, so I think I'm going to work a little bit on the outside now. Seems that as soon as I get up here on the top, I'm not able to getting a good cut. But I'm just trying to get one more cut in from the back side and up and see if I am able to get it somewhat consistent. Now this is turning with the wrong hand. Normally I don't use... What is it? It's just like riding, right? If you want to ride with the other hand, the left hand I mean, it's just a matter of practice, and that's the same goes for wood turning. If you want to turn with the other hand, you just have to practice. And it's a really good idea to be able to do that for reasons like this exact thing. I think that's a lot better now. That is a lot better now, yeah. Scrubbies, they cannot hear you over on vertical because vertical is not part of the loop at the moment. So, I'll read what you're typing. So, yeah, this is what it is. Gloves? Yeah, I could wear gloves. VFD on lathe. That's what this sounds like. Yep, and it's a VFD frequency inverter and a converter. It's about the same thing. So yep, it's just a different name for it. But it is what it is. Yep. We can go to the other view. We can go to this one. Probably need to zoom that out a little bit. Yeah. I have removed the donation button because I found out that YouTube takes 30%. Well, I don't mind YouTube taking 30% of the donation that's been made. What I mind is YouTube taking 30% and then Apple Pay or Google Pay or whatever takes another 30%. So my problem were that if someone were to donate me like 100 money coins, I would only get 49 of the money coins because the rest will go to payment fees, so that's been removed. Yeah, so that's why I've removed it. But if you were so inclined to donate to me or gift me something, there in the description of the video, in the section about, there is a link, and that link takes you to a stream element payment. It's a PayPal thingy, whatever, that you can donate to me there. There should be it should come up on stream, the notifications and all that. But yeah, just so you know, that's where it went. Yeah, the camera, it's great, man. It helps me so much. I really like it. We're gonna buy a Garda system like the one you're wearing. You can get this on, I don't know, it's a Chinese website actually, it's where we got it. There's also a Danish supplier that trades in them. But if you're not in Denmark, it'll probably be, or in Northern Europe, it'll be a little bit expensive to ship it. The shape of the wood looks like it would make using the lathe difficult. Yes, it's really difficult actually to. You're in South Africa, yeah. What was the website, Scrubbies, where we found the helmet? Where did you find it? I can't remember. But yeah, that would be the manufacturer's website. You can order from there. It's I think you can get it from over at Alibaba or AliExpress. I would just recommend, if you buy this, make sure you get at least one extra screen with you. You got yours on eBay. Wow, that's nice, Grubbish. Would you mind popping over to the vertical stream and share the links where you found it? So yeah, Scrubbish found it on eBay. He's in Australia though, so I mean you're not that far apart, even though there is a big space between you. I think we're going to change the garage out. Now the problem being right now is I cannot see what I'm doing. So it's all just guesswork. Where the etch are. Oh. Okay. Well, I think if you look on Alibaba or AliExpress, I know a lot of people don't want to do that stuff, but that's actually where you can get a good price on them. Just look for turbo powered air respirator or something like that, face shield, and you should be able to find it. Jeremy Stock, I am making a big ball from the wedge cut off from a tree when it was felled. And hold on, I need to remove the center a little bit because found videos on the welding mask. Yeah, well they do come. You can actually buy welding attachment to it for it. And the company that makes them actually makes mostly welding equipment. Thank you, Edward. Well, yeah, getting your hand in there will hurt you. But yeah, that's the thing. I cannot see what I'm doing. You need armour. I probably would, yeah. Or proper apron will actually do the job. But for now, yes, I will try to finish this on this stream. It's just really slow working, and whoops. Between an dedicated microphone and just a standard Rode microphone or something. How to make a finished piece? What do you mean how to? I'm just going to turn it and shape it until I got the shape I want, and then I'm going to sand it and apply finish on it. Wow, almost solid timber here in the center. So how long does it take? Waffle like that. What I mean to... Does it take is what I mean to type. Oh! Yes. I'm back to vertical. Michael, would you be a great champ and share the donation link every once in a while, because this is the only way it's going to come out there right now, because my bot is not working. So you're going to have to be my bot, right, Michael? I don't know how long it would take, but 2-3 hours is what I'm thinking. So about 2 to 3 hours. Thank you, Michael. It's wonderful. You're a good man. So I don't know if the alerts work. They should be working, but I don't know. Because I just set everything up. The reason why it's donating like that, if anybody wants to, is because I don't like YouTube taking 30%, and then the like Google Pay or Apple Pay takes another 30%, so that leaves 49% to me. And a donation is, in my opinion, is a gift. So I don't like that. Alright, thank you, Michael. So, yeah. I mean, the crazy thing is, actually, to be honest, I don't mind YouTube making money. They should. They provide me with a great service, allowing me to show off my craft to you people, and they have the servers they need to pay, and I think that's worth something. And I know they take 30% off the ad revenue, and in my opinion that should be enough. So I'm a little bit pissed about them taking money off from donations, and I'm even more pissed about Apple Pay and Google Pay taking their cut as well. Pull lathe? No, I should not make a pull lathe. Because it's too much work, and I like having fun. I don't like to work. What's being made? Hello, Amari Diaz. It's going to be a serving tray / bowl thing made out of a cut off Smeg wood dildo in Minstead. Actually, I've done that, so been there, done that. I was joking. Yeah, I know. And that's the fun part of it. So I was actually commissioned to do it. It was actually not a dildo, it was a butt plug. But it was both butt plugs and, you know, the wavy one with all the beads on it. And I made a couple of those and sent it off with a smile and thought to myself, if they don't like it, they can just shove it up their arse. That was fun. No, it's wood, no coating. I thought they're going to lubricate it before they use it, and that should make them happy enough. Another thing is, I don't want to add any kind of finish. Yeah, really, I don't want to add any kind of finish to it, because if they for some reason are allergic to the finish I applied, it's my fault, and they can get really in trouble for that. So I just left it raw. So they can just use it however they want. You want the lathe? Yeah, I can understand that. It's a fun thing to work, have fun with. And let them finish. Yeah, exactly. Let them finish. Hey Scrubbies, are you still here, mate? And you're really good with bots and all that, right? I need you to do some work for me. If you would be so nice to help me a little bit with it. What is your carving? Brit to reel. It's not actually carving, it's woodturning, but it's close. It's going to be a serving tray in some form. I'm in the United States, don't believe the news, you all. I'm not great with butts, lol. Okay. Ow! That's a shame, because I'm having issue with my bots, and it's not working properly. It's just steam element bots, right? So I hope you, if you're able, you can probably tell me why it's not working. We do that after stream if you have time and want to. Yeah, it's not the most safe thing to do, to be honest. But what would you do if your sister asked you to help her out with a favor and make a piece for them that means something to them? Yeah, I'll get in harm's way for that. Well, there are things we can do to try to make it safe, right? One thing was actually do this off stream. But where's the fun of that, really? How much is my setup? My lathe and my tools and all? Yeah, that's a lot actually. But I can go over that easily. My lathe is a one-way 2436. It's from Canada, and it cost around $8,000 US. And that's just a lathe. Were you looking for something? No. I'm not looking for anything. That's not terrible, really. No. Probably not. Depending on what you compare it to, because if you're a hunter, compared to some of the rifles, this is a cheap hobby. But again, this is one of the most expensive lathes on the market. It's not the most expensive one, it's among them. Right. Thank you, Michael. You don't have to do that often though, but you know, thank you for that, it's awesome. Really appreciate it. So yeah, the lathe itself is, you know, like the three things you want as a wood turner. That is really important. One is the lathe. You need a good sturdy lathe, either cast iron or steel, with a spindle size that is normal, right? So it's either a 33mm or a 1-inch spindle, and you want a Morse taper 2 in both ends. My grandfather did not make balls. No, he made a coat hanger. That's all he did on the lathe. He never used it other than that. Made a few handles as well, but you know, that's it. That's all he did. But as a wood turner, you need a lathe, a good stable lathe, like I said, cast iron or steel. Not steel tubing, but solid steel, really heavy. The heavier the better. Make sure you get a standard spindle and a standard Morse taper in both ends, and a good strong motor on it. It depends on what you want to do, of course. It all varies. And then you need a good sharpening system. Now, the sharpening system is almost as important as the lathe, right? Because if you don't have sharp tools, the best lathe and the most expensive tools on the earth, on the world, will not do anything for you. They need to be sharp, and you need to be able to sharpen them regularly. A standard tool, a little eye opener for people, a standard wood turning tool made of high-speed steel, type M2, would hold an edge for between 10 and 20 minutes on normal conditions. That's it. Now then you can get other steel types, and you get other hardening methods, and that will only increase the length of how long it will stay sharp. That's all. So expensive brands and all that doesn't really matter, in my opinion. All that matters is what kind of steel it is, and how it's hardened. So basically, in wood turning, roughly we see two kinds of steels. Unless you go carbide, of course, yeah. But there are two kinds of steels. They're both high-speed steels. One is called M2 and one is called M42. And that's the basic. That's what you get when you look for your wood turning tools. That's the kind of steels that you're looking for. If the supplier of the tool cannot tell you what kind of steel it is, don't buy there. Get something else. And then there are two types of hardening, and they can be combined either way. Now, this one is standard hardening, as we all know, which is heat treatment. And heat treating an M2 steel will get it up to around 53 to 55 Rockwell or HRC, and that's the hardening scale. Then you can take the same steel and you can cryo hardening it. Cryo hardened steel, the M2 steel will take it up to 63 to 65 in that range, and that's really good. But then you can also get M42 steel, and that M42 steel you can do the same with. If you heat treat that, you will get around the same as the M2 cryo hardened, a little bit harder, but the wear, like how long it will hold in it, the actually wear of it, the M42 would last shorter than the M2 cryo hardened. Right, now follow me here. If you just take M42 then and you cryo harden that, that's probably the best thing you can do. The M42 cryo hardened steel will get you up to 65 to 68 hardening, and that's really hard to achieve. That will give you the best sharpness and the longer lasting tool. But when you get up to that hardening, you need a diamond stone or a ceramic stone to sharpen it with. Hello Philip, why I didn't just cut it to shape? I don't have anything to cut to shape with, and when I start a project like this, I like to have the full potential of the piece, so I can make adjustments through the process. And if I power carve it out or cut it out with a chainsaw or whatnot, I will lose that ability. So yeah, that's basically it. No worries, dude. I'm here to try to educate people, so I don't mind questions. And I don't know why I have the dust collector running, because it's not even close to the piece. It's just that little there. It's actually, yeah, hitting the tool rest. Is it coming loose? No, it's holding on really, really nice and tight. I'm just gonna try and tighten this again. It's nothing. Holds on really, really well. It's a really nice chuck. That was a really cheap chuck, and it's on the last leg of its life, but it's a really nice chuck. Because it's just a job. So yeah. And I wish it was I wish I could do this faster. I just have to work slow and awful. But I don't think I'm have that much further to go. The problem is actually the center of it. That's because of its slow speed. It's horrible to turn. Now, of this core, this center. I'm really going to try to do the best for it now. Unfortunately, it's just a slow, tedious process. And just literally chipping away at it. Now the cut depth right now I think it's about 3 to 4 mil, and just going nice and slow. Oh. Okay, hello. Thank you. What's going on? Apparently I need to turn off the autofocus right now. Well, that's a good shot. Good angle. I mean, still got a long way to go on the depth of it. That's not good. Do 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 do. Now should I really get the old and curvier tool rest? Even though I don't like to use it, I think in this case that will be beneficial. Now right now it's really good that I am able to turn with my left hand as well, because otherwise I'll get really close to the workpiece. And that's not really good, is it? Starting to get a little bit of chatter. It's time to move the tool rest again. I also have a little bit for the nerves. So you can see the chainsaw marks here from when the piece was harvested. And here as well, this is really obvious. And now the bag and everything, I've removed that. There's still a little bit of bark left here on the back side, let me show you. So right there, that's a little bit of bark still. So, and same here. Yeah, blue works for the nerves. Exactly. Well, to be honest, this scares me a little bit. Well, not a little bit. This scares me. This piece, because I cannot see the edges. Anything in this face here, I cannot see. In here, I can see that perfectly, but out here, it just moves, so I cannot see it. I can see the outside shape. That's doable, but in here, it's just get a whole lot of blurry. So the only way I can hollow this out is by feel with my gouge, and if I feel my gouge. So yeah, too English for me. Daddy. Welcome in, dude. It's important to stay hydrated. Okay, let's go back at it again. It's actually, even though it's kind of hot today, it's kind of cold. It feels cold. Because of all the air that's been moved. Looks pretty, thank you, dude. If you are a dude, a dudette. just moving slower and slower into the center. What type of wood this is? Actually, I think it's birch. It's a hardwood, like the heart-shaped leaf with the I got to catch you up later. Thank you, Michael. Could you drop the link one last time before you go then? That'd be great. Would you be back on before I'm done, do you think? Or is that it for today? This is the part where stuff gets tricky. Because like I said, I cannot see. I need to stop before I hit the bottom. Thanks, Michael. I appreciate that. You have a good day, yeah? I need a new handle soon. It's starting to wear out. I mean, 5 years of use. I think that's pretty good. Yeah. It depends on what kind of machine you have. I would expect it to be true. Because you've got like an MC 900 or 1100 or 1100B, something like that. Yes, they are really noisy. With the variable speed, like with a handle, you just tilt from side to side to adjust the speed. Because they're really noisy because of how the drive system works. So yeah, I would definitely expect that. But if you got one with a frequency inverter or a VFD in it, I wouldn't expect it to be that different. But this machine is, what year was it built? It's not that old. 18. So it's not that old, 6 years old. So it's from 18. Oh, 7 years actually. But yeah. And I had it for about 6 years. And it was a nice purchase. I'm happy for that. I think it's about that time when we zoom out a little bit again. Yoink. Get that new focus center in. I really have to be careful not to get hit on my arms. Now the way I found out where I'm going to start my cut is I put the heel on the tool against the timber and pull backwards. As soon as they start disappearing that way, instead of just out here, I know this is where I should start my cut, like there. So I tilt the tool up a little bit, start pushing in, and then actually I can see a cut starting to form, and it's all just a matter of going through with that cut. Now, mind you, I probably should not be doing this with a 1/2 inch ball gouge. I should probably get something bigger. Right. It's coming along, right? I think it's moving along quite well. It's definitely coming along. Yeah, it is. Well, it's a little bit of both. It's for my sister, right? So it's kind of a commission, and she will pay me a little bit for it, but it's nothing compared to what a normal would ask for a job like this. It's more like symbolic because a job like this I would charge. A specific job like this, I will charge what, 400 euros, and I think she's going to pay me about 100. So it's kind of a commission, but you know, it's a family commission. I think this technique is a lot faster. It will need cleaning up at the end, that's for sure. But it's a fast way to hog out some material. I mean, look at that, it just looks awful, right? There's nothing nice about it compared to this down here. Doing this job right there, you got to be strong AF. No, not really strong. There's leverage, right? So this is the only piece that's hanging out, like this piece, and I got the entire handle on the back, and it's a little bit heavy, so it's not that bad really. But I'm going to take off my watch now because it's really close to being hit by it, and I don't want to destroy the watch. It's not because I'm scared of getting in trouble because of it. It's just that I don't want to damage the watch. So it's nothing to do with strength really. I mean, my top lock could do that. Top lock. It's be a little bit stronger than that now, but yeah. Actually, everybody could do this. It's basically a question about technique. That's most of it. Yeah, bolts of steel, to be honest. That's the most part of it, actually. So now I can go back and refine this a little bit later. I need to take out some more materials down here. No. So how have everybody's day been? What have you all been doing? Where are you from? Oh, that's a good question. Where are everybody from? I'm from Denmark myself, but normally I know that Rubbish, he's from Australia, and I had one from South Africa earlier. But what about the rest of you? Austin, where are you from, dude? Bolvox. Interesting. Florida. Okay. Yeah, we get normally we do get quite a few Americans in here as well, so that's not uncommon. I think Florida is not that common. It's more, yeah, exactly, the Carolinas and stuff like that. That's where I see most of them, to be honest. Virginia, actually, West Virginia. I think I have a few Texans somewhere else also. For some reason I see often quite a few Eastern European, Russians and stuff. It's also kind of awesome to see. I know it's them because they write in the usually other alphabet, whatever it is, and I cannot read it. So I need them to translate it for me. Let's see how good that is. Now I wonder if I can take the speed up more. So that's 800 RPMs. Now, if something goes wrong now, Jacob, this is it's the cut-off stump from a tree. When you cut the tree off, there's the winch that comes out. This is it, and I'm gonna make it into a ball thing. It's for my sister actually. She asked me to make it. Because this piece is something her husband found when he was out in the forest and brought it home, and it's just been laying in their living room for a long time, and she kind of stole it, my sister, and asked if I would help make something with it. And yeah, I like them. It's a good part of the family. Well, actually they're not blood related. My father remarried. It's a giant screwdriver now. My father remarried to a lovely lady. I like her a lot actually, so that's fine. So my stepmother, and she's my stepsister actually, and she's a really nice person. And, it was good getting her in the family. Then we had some sane people here instead of just me and my brothers. So that was really nice and awesome. What the tool? It's a ball gouge. It's a wood turning tool. This is a 1/2 inch ball gouge. try using a screwdriver for this. That'll actually be kind of funny. Is that North Carolina, yeah? Chat. Yeah, and I don't think this is, whoa, this is getting really close to being too deep now, so I need to be really careful. There's also the time now I need to prepare on doing the cuts right. Because a proper cut leaves a better finish. So there's less sanding, and at the end the product's going to look better. That's crazy. I thought I had a lot more material to work with. The depth here, I need to be really careful here now. It feels like, yeah, and then the jaws goes up to there. So I have about just over a centimeters left, 1.5 centimeter left. So that'd be like half an inch. And that's not much for a ball like this, which is fine. Yep. I want to make it somewhat thin. I don't want it to be too thin. I don't want it to be like a chubby one. Wow, I'm glad I'm wearing my helmet right now. I am getting bombarded by wood chips. That's rubbish, you're right. Half inch is a lot. Depending on what you're measuring. Yeah, dude. As long as you're happy, right? As long as you're happy. I think I'm gonna try another gouge, right? And I'll probably need to sharpen it because I haven't used this for a little bit of time now. Oops. I just need to find the right one. Probably that one. Or that one. So now I can show you. Yes, it's blowing air into my helmet. I have. Let's go down a little bit. There you go. That's our unit there. Also, I need to just get rid of the mask for a little bit. This unit here, and there's a filter inside there, and the battery pack here at the bottom. So that filters the air, and the filters is working as you could see there. Right. Now this is my sharpening station. And right now I'm going to try to sharpen the my gouge that I have. I don't think I sharpened on this before. This gouge, this particular gouge. So I don't think it's gonna work properly. Let's see. But I will see. It's a really steep that I know. So it's there. And this should be the setting. Come on. Yeah, like this. This would be right. Now it's going to take a little bit of time for it to, but as long as I get the cutting edge right, as long as I got the cutting edge, which I think I did. Yeah, I think that's going to be alright. It's a fart sweeper. Yeah, it does that. But it has a carbon filter to filter out some of the fart smell. And let me try to see the other one here, because that's really the one I'm most afraid of not being able to sharpen on this system. Oh, there you go. Now that's a proper bottom gouge. Right. Now, this gouge here, it's first of all, it's really thick, like it's hefty, but it's got a really, really steep ankle on it, which means that I can easily get in here and work it without getting in trouble. Because that's the problem with the other one. That was kind of a steep ankle on it, and that means when I get to the center here, I need to be far away out, and I was really close with my arm to being hit like that, and that would mean I had to get new tattoos, and that would be bad. Alright, so let me just do this really quick. There you go. If anybody is interested in helping me out a little bit financially with all this stuff I'm doing, there you go. Yeah, that's my main concern, right? Yeah. Do you have any tattoos? Do you know how much it hurt to get them done? And this is 3 days of pain. Oops, that was not good. But yeah, that's 3 days worth of work. Yeah. It's like when my son, he does mountain biking, right? And when I come pick him up after practice or something, and he says, "Oh, I broke this on my bike," and if I have another parent with me, they ask, "Oh, why didn't you ask about your son?" Well, if there was something wrong with my son, he would probably be the first thing he told me, and since that, his main concern would be his bike. So I think he is okay. So yeah, there's nothing wrong with that. Now that destroyed my couch. Good thing there's a fix for that. Yeah, well, the thing is, right, these handles here are made out of black wood, and it's really dense wood. It's really nice and it's beautiful, but it's brittle AF, so anything will break it. As you can see, this one here has a crack in it, but it's cracked, so I need to just glue it up again. And that's the reason why we moved away from those handles, because they crack so easy. And I don't think I should go any thinner up here. I can take a bit more off down here and smooth that out a little bit. And then just need a smoothing cut to get it everything nice and smooth. Let me just try something, because apparently nope, that didn't work. Oh, no, that's wrong. It's supposed to be that one, 8 ball. Nothing happened? No? Oh well, it was worth a try. That just means my board's not working properly. So I just need to try to get the all this smoothed out a little bit. Fatality. Yes, exactly. It's a good thing I keep it up in a bowl under the helmet. I'm getting really close now. Let me just sharpen this again really quick, because I just have to be really sharp to do this. smooth. Yes, it's kind of smooth. I do have tear outs there. You can see the dark spots. It's tear outs of the timber. But so I just need to figure out a way to get rid of that in a nice way. And I probably shouldn't have started the lathe yet, because I think I need the tool rest a bit lower. Because then I think I might be able to if this does not work, I need to sand it. There's no way around that. Because I'm getting really close to the final thickness of this piece, and there's nothing I can do about it. Right, so let's see. It's a lot better though. It depends on the piece, Scrubbish. Scrubbish asked me how high the grit I normally go to. It depends on the piece, but normally I don't go over 240. But sometimes in a piece like this I will go 320 or 400. I can go even higher, but the problem being I cannot sand this on the lathe. Well, I just cannot do it while it's spinning. So I need to sand it while it's standing still, and it's a whole different story. That's how you get hurt. What do you mean? Hello, the carving wizard, Perry. It's been a while, dude. How you doing, man? Well, yeah, on a piece like that, yes, this is how you get, that's how you get hurt. Oh, is it Father's Day? Well, it was the Father's Day a couple of weeks ago here in Denmark. But thank you, man. I appreciate that. And happy Father's Day to everybody else. If you are a father. If not, you should go see your father. I saw you were live the other day, and I was unfortunately I didn't have time to stop by. Well, I were there. I just didn't talk because I had other things doing. And I wasn't that long, so don't ask me too many questions. But I was there, and I stopped by. Mikey. This is 800 RPMs right now. It's a little bit fast, but trying to get a cleaning cut off. It looks finished. Nah, almost. Yeah, man, that's awesome, man. As long as we you support each other, that's cool. If you don't know Carving Wizard, he has a channel as well, and he does wood carving, and he's a lot better than I am and that stuff. That's for sure. Yes, and that happens more often than you think, especially on pieces like this, because you don't pay attention too much, really, because of the etches. I cannot see them. Yeah, so it happens quite a lot, actually. Thank you, Mike. Mike Oxlong. So it feels like here. To here. It's where I have a high spot, and I need to remove that a little bit. Thank you, Carlos. It is a fun piece to work. Well, fun is probably not. It's a special piece, and it will, as soon as it's done, it will give me great enjoyment. I do bells with birch, pine wood, carving, whatever wood tells me I want to. I've done alligator mushrooms, mushroom sky, army guy. We're all still learning, right? We are all still learning that. Yep. So he's a proper wood carver. I am just a turner. It's a big difference there. Thank you, sir. It's always nice when guys give each other compliments, right? Normal compliments I get is like your belly's too fat or something like that. That's a good compliment as well. But that's nice of you. Thank you, man. Or your bald spot looks particularly shiny today and stuff like that. You know, it's you know, we have to take the compliments we can get. You have to tell me, Perry, you have to let me in on the little secret on how you make them songs you use in your videos when you say thank you to people and all that. Is that AI or did you make them yourself? Because that's really awesome, man. I am from Denmark. Thank you. Well, there are quite a few differences from this to a normal ball blank. I will say. This you cannot see what you're doing. Okay. The difference from this to a normal ball blank, you cannot see anything from here on and out. I cannot see on the inside. I don't know where the edges are. It's all done by feel. So that's a huge difference between this and a ball blank. I can see the outside of the unit, the piece. So what I'm doing is I'm putting the tool against it without cutting. As soon as I start cutting, I know I'm onto something. Okay. Do you have an editor to edit videos, or if you make them? Yeah, the thing is, if you use those songs there and you have a subscription for it, the things you make from it, they will have a stamp by the software telling YouTube that you paid royalty for that piece. Other than that, you will get no, you will not get a strike, but what will happen is YouTube will demonetize that post you made. So you just lose the money that otherwise you would make if you are monetized, of course. So that's the difference. Right. I think I'm just going to go with the standard tool rest. It's nothing to do with the speakers, mate. This is basically what it is because I'm actually turning air. So there's a lot of air just being removed. That's another angle of this, and I am able to get out my normal tool. And I'm just gonna, oops, get a fresh one. Yeah, that's true. But then again, you put in a lot of work, right? I would think you would put in a lot of work, and YouTube is making money off the ads. So why shouldn't you make a little bit of money? Me personally, I would like at some point to make this part of my income. So that's why I made my monetization. I know I'm not going to be able to live off it, but as a whole of my income, I was hoping that this could be a part of it. When I take this with my my company, I have a woodturning business and teaching. So that's 3 parts will hopefully be enough to sustain me and my family. But I am far off from that, I must say. So I don't see that happening anytime soon. Yes, exactly. Now that's the difference, right? Up here, that's the cleaning cut done, and that's the rough cut. You see the difference in smoothness, and that's what we want to see and how it should be. Welcome, dude. Someone subscribed. So some alerts are working. I don't know where. I'm just trying to see if I can get this to. Sorry for the everything that is just being moved around so much right now, but I'm trying to get a camera in a little bit better position. Hello Lars, welcome in, dude. What we're turning, this is like when you take down a tree and you cut out a wedge, right? And that's that. This is that wedge. So we're trying to make that into a ball for my sister. So yeah. Is he a fruit bowl? Yeah, it could be. Could be a fruit bowl, it could be just a decorative piece for, you know, whatever. Let's just see where we are now. I'm just going to finish this cut here, like that. Thank you, lads. I appreciate that. Now, this part here is actually done really poorly, I can see, and I need to to go over that again. Did I take a fresh couch for this? I think I did. Just go nice and easy and try not to talk. Right. Did I get some of it? I think I got some of it. Yeah, I did get some of it. Let me just get a perfectly fresh gouge that I know is really sharp. And I'm just gonna go try to take the thinnest of cuts. That's easier said than done. So that's that, right. Yeah, that helped quite a bit. Now the rest of it's going to be easy enough to, there's going to be a lot of sanding on this piece. There's no way around that. But I think the rest of it's going to be easy enough to sand to a good finish. I just shape that out here a little bit more. So we're about from here to here. Now, I can't talk when I do stuff like that. I just have to. If I talk, my hand moves and it gives an uneven cut. Unfortunately, now is the big time that I have to sand a freak ton, because there's no way that I can turn that nice and smooth. If anybody wants to support me and help me out financially, there's the link for that. And I set it up so about 89% of the proceeds from that donation will go to me, so nobody else takes a cut except like 1 to 2%, which is acceptable. But yeah, there it is, if anybody wants to help out. And that's also the reason why I turned off donation options on the stream. Ow. Because YouTube takes too much of a cut. Yeah, everybody loves sanding, right? So I'm just going to make this easy on myself and go with a 80 grit Aberneth sanding disc, and this is going to go really fast, and then I just have to go back with 120, 180, 240, 320, and that should be done. But I think I need to move the light so I can see what I do. Right. So, now we got all the time in the world to talk about stuff. 15,000 RPM on this disc. I don't think I would now. That's what is said on that sticker, is crazy. The reason I had to sand that much is because it flexes and the huge gap. So every time I move, every time the tool passes over it and it hits here, the tool lifts and hit again. And this flexes with that as well. So getting a nice and even cut is really difficult. So normally I wouldn't, if one of my students came to me with this, and I would say go back and try again. But it's on a piece like this, it's understandable. And if this was not for my sister, I wouldn't do it. That's for sure. I'm just trying and do that without the extra pad on it, so it's a little bit harder. And see if I am able to I also have to sand the edge out here on this side out here and here, because that's just, well, I could leave it kinda, just give it a brush with a wire tool or something. So there you go. I mean, this is just awful to work. It's awful. And we have to sand it to the finish. It's it doesn't really. It's annoying. It's really annoying. I don't think it's good doing that without the pad on it, because it's kind of feels yeah, the pad makes a big difference. It makes it a lot smoother, a lot nicer. just going to smooth this out the sides a little bit, because I'm not going to go all the way through because you got the saw marks, right? And I think that'll just add a little bit to the piece. But I'm going to knock off the edges here a little bit, like that. But yeah, what? What do you mean? Still going? Yeah, man. Now the problem is, yeah. It is like crossing the finish line. The problem is, again, because of the shape of the wood, you can see, if I take this away, you can actually see all the bumps here, and that's not something that's easy to turn away. So I'm just going to have to sand that, and hopefully now, for the first time in my wood turning career, I wish I had a 60 or 40 grit sandpaper here. It's not something I normally ever thought I would wish for, but like this, yeah. It's with my normal piece, I start sanding them about either 120 or 180, because there's no need for the coarse sandpaper. It's really normally. And the battery, now I kind of like the small batteries for this, mainly because they're not that heavy. I do have some 5 amps one, but you know, it's they're too heavy, the 5 amps, so I'd rather just change it a bit more often. Do 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 do. So this side here is getting close. I think. Yeah, I hope she will. At least I put in an effort, and that's basically all that matters. So we'll see. I think there. I need a pen. What's that there? Is that? Now, by going over it like this, I can feel any imperfections, and I'm just gonna carve. Not carve. I'm just gonna color it with a pencil. It should go into the low spots, and that should enable me to feel or see if I got everything with it. Yeah, it's quite a good piece. I think it's turning out alright. I mean, it's kind of what I expected at the end, even though it's kind of weird. It's kind of weird idea and project. But it's not too bad. It was a weird thing to do, actually. It was strange. A bit of sandpaper. A sandpaper carving here. This is what we do. Thank you. I'm kind of needing it right now, to be honest. Yeah, a virtual hawk that was really needed, to be honest. That's not too bad. Now for the outside, and that's going to be easier. Feels a bit weird, doesn't it? That feels a bit weird. There you go. That's better. Yeah. You see all the nice people that are joining up now. Yes, the which were cut out with a chainsaw. It's the felling cut, as they call it. Owie, owie, ow. My drill is getting a little bit warm. Now you can see what I'm working with. Should be able to see that, yeah, fine. That's better. And here, if you wanted to give some moral support, you can give it here, right? Right. What, I hear something beeping. Hopefully that's not my my face mask. But I kind of really want it for this. Okay, so that's getting closer. What is he building? Hello, Vince. This is a ball, banana shaped ball. And there's a lot of sanding to do on it because of the shape. It's for my sister. So yep. And I will never do one like that again, because sanding like this for so long is not worth anything. Well, it's worth it for me to make it for her, but other than that, it's not something I wanted to do again. Gotta get some sleep. Take care, man. Yeah, you take care too, Scrubbies. Thank you for jumping in, yeah? And the thing is about the bottom, I need to do something about it. What else I'm streaming on? 2 times YouTube, 1 time TikTok and Twitch. Not sure if TikTok is on now. But Scrubbish is on the other YouTube stream, the full size, because I stream both horizontal and vertical, and I'm going to take off the horizontal one and only do vertical, because I don't see the point, to be honest. And TikTok, there's nobody over there watching anyway, and Twitch is it's just a homage to my past and my gaming friends. If any of them ever were to come in and say hello from back when I was playing a lot of games, Scrubbish is one of them, to be honest. They find me on Twitch because that's the way they know me. Almost done with the 80 grit, so now it's just a matter of polishing it up afterwards. And it feels like my drill is about to give up on me. It's burning up. It's just really hot. I'm just trying to figure out if there's something I missed. I don't think there are. I'm just going to do the old field test. Sanding is a lot of work. Yeah, sanding is just not fun. The problem is, it shouldn't sand like this, right? It should never be this much of sanding. If you need to do this much of sanding, you've done something wrong. So, I'm just doing the old carpenter trick when you sand something and just paint everything, because you know you've been everywhere properly if the pencil comes off, right? That's really how you know you never forget anything. And this is just 120, so it shouldn't take that long. Now I have these old sanding pads here, and I need to get rid of them. So I don't know what they are, what kind of sanding material they are, but we can make it fine for now. It's a good trick. And I'm amazed there's still like 50 people here. But yeah. There you have it. There we have it. Could really get some, yeah, almost 100 subscribers for this. So that's at least that's worth it. Even though I would not think that people would. I think people would want to watch this. I think it's long before I have to go start dinner. Yeah, that's true. So the finished product is going to have to be showed on my update. But yeah. Well, yeah, I think that's going to be alright though. I'm watching you on horizontally or vertically. Well, it doesn't matter where you watch me. I don't know, to be honest. Horizontally is the one where you get the most ad revenue, but you know, that's some marginal, it doesn't really matter. But if your phone is normal and upright and you're watching full screen, then it's vertical. Oh yeah, 2 YouTubes, yeah. Okay. Yeah, you just said or. So it sounded like a question. Now I need to have another battery again. But this time I need to get one of the bigger ones, because it's not done charging. No, it's the same channel, mate. I just dual stream on the same channel. So if I'm not mistaken, there are 2 streams running on my channel. Ah, righto. All right, so this is the final grid. It's 180, and I'm just gonna go over it really quick to see if I can see with my naked eye anything that I missed. What time is it over here? It is it's 5 o'clock p.m. Almost 5 o'clock, at 10 to. What, you are coming up on breakfast, no, not breakfast, dinner, right? Middle of the day, midday. Lunch? I think you call it lunch, right? Yep, it's 11. Yep, so there you go. So 6 hours difference. This grit's a lot faster because there's a lot less to do. Oh right, look at that. I didn't know you could stream 2 times on the same channel. Now you need a multi-stream tool for that. Yeah, SE Live, Stream Elements, Streamlabs SE Live plugin will help you do that. Also, you could do that with Restream, or you can just run 2 streams on YouTube, or you set it up manually. So there's a few different options for it. Just remind you that doing 2 streams on YouTube manually will double the bandwidth, so you need somewhat of connection if that needs to run smooth. Right, so there you go, there you have it. I still need to make the bottom better. I think I'm going to borrow a vacuum chuck to do that, and I'm just going to make that, but I'm not going to take it off the lathe until then. But yeah, there you have it. Someone needs to clean up the workshop. Is that made from hemp? No, that's made from birch, a tree. It's wood. Wood. I just need to get that off, right. Alright, there it is. Shut up, dust collector. There you go. Yes, that's probably true, but I don't think you can turn hemp. You can make the world turn with it, I know that, but other than that I don't think you do wood turning with it. And wood is a renewable source, so I think that would be okay. yeah, it's a fun thing. Call it the banana ball. So yeah, it's almost a banana. Thank you, Max. So yeah, that's it. It's weird though. It's not something I thought I would do. But let me show you a little cool feature here. That frame is made from rosewood. That timber is restricted by the CITES, so you cannot harvest it, import it, or sell it. I made a project for a client that demolished it or took it down from a wall. Took it down from a wall because it was some paneling, and they wanted to make some spears from it for ceremonial purpose. There was in some kind of a brotherhood or whatever it is. So they needed me to make some ceremonial spear for them, and I did that, but they were cut off because they were not perfectly square when I got them, so I made them square before, and these are part of the cut-offs. Hey, Aid? Are you the green Aid? The Aid? Or are you just some other Aid? I would think you're a Mr. Oh, I am well, and I was just about to log off, to be honest. Yeah. Mechanical keyboard is not the best for this kind of environment. Oh, of course, yes, I thought so. But yeah, my chat is over here, so that's why I'm looking like looking over there sometimes, so you can follow along, peeps. So yeah, that's why I'm always looking to the side when I'm streaming, so you can see what you do. Anyway, if any of you want to support me other than watching my content, feel free to leave a tip, and it will help me tremendously. Right now I'm trying to get some money together to get some proper lighting, because right now I have 2 work lights like these that supply the lighting for me, for my face, and it's really annoying actually, and I would like my work lights in other places, so that's what I'm trying to raise a little bit of money for. So it's not just pocket money, it is actually going to something. So yeah, there you have it. I'm gonna go make dinner for the family and come down and clean this up later. But yeah, thank you for watching, everybody. It was a pleasure as always. A little bit of fun, different things that I normally don't do. So it's interesting. Nobody got hurt, nothing got destroyed, except one handle. That was a day's casualty. That broke, which was a shame because it's a nice handle. I just have to glue that up again. So yeah, we'll see. But yeah, thank you for watching. You all have a good day. Remember, yeah, I will, mate. Thank you. Treat the world as you want the world to treat you, and everything will be better. Thank you for watching, and have a good day.